Hi, good evening, and welcome to the Artist Showcase. I am your host, Tanya Michelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I've been out for the last couple of weeks or so, but hey, I'm back, and I'm back with a an exclusive guest. Okay, this is an exclusive interview. One of her producers has sent me over her music, and I fell in love with it. And I said, you know what? I got to get her on the air. So she is here with me tonight. We're going to discuss a little bit about her journey in this music industry, ask some fun questions. We're definitely going to try to listen to a few of her songs. We're going to try to squeeze that in tonight. But without further ado, welcome. WJZZ Cool TV. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook. And if you haven't done it yet and you are on YouTube or Facebook, make sure that you hit the like button and the comments, right? And we want you to see some comments, right? I'm going to try to get on to the Facebook Live really quick, and I'm going to try to see some of your comments. If you have some questions you want to ask, Miss Yvonne J here, you sure can. But be sure to click and like and share Facebook and YouTube, WJZZ Cool TV. And we are the coolest station in the world. Welcome, Yvonne J, to the Artist Showcase. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Wow, I've read your bio, and amazing, amazing, amazing. You had such an amazing journey. So let us all know, who is Yvonne J?
Well, I'm born and raised in Dundee, Scotland, and I
Okay.
left Scotland in 1984.
Okay.
And I've traveled all over the world. I'm a singer, songwriter,
Okay.
and I'm happy to be here.
Oh, I love your accent.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you would understand me.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, yes. So now, how did you get into this issue? What made you want or decide to become a singer and songwriter?
Both my parents, they sing. They
Okay.
both passed now, but there was always music playing in the house. At
Mhm.
school, I would sing, and I got really lucky. When I was 16, I was in a club, and the band had a female singer, and the guy announced that she had a bad throat, and did anyone want to come up and sing? And I
Mhm.
jumped up on the stage and I sang 3 songs with them. And
Mhm.
then 2 days later, the guy found out where I lived and came to the house and said, "We'd like you to join the band." And I was like, "When?" And he was like,
Wow.
"Now." And that was it. So I went professional at 16.
Oh, wow. So you've been in this industry for a very, very long time.
Over 50 years. I think I'm in year
Wow.
53.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Seasoned.
Yes.
I like to say seasoned
Yeah,
artist.
I think I've paid my dues.
Yeah. Now, did you come from a family full of singers at
Both
all?
my parents sing, yeah, not professionally, but there was always house parties, they would sing.
Okay. I bet you that was lots of fun.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my
Is it mostly
grandfather
like
was
during the
a
holidays?
professional. My
Mostly like during
grandfather
the
was a
holidays?
professional musician.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about your music a little bit. I'm gonna try to get in. I want to play "Free" first because I really like that. Is that it's kind of jazzy, um, smooth, like driving into the sunset type vibe. I like about that song. And tell me a little bit about that. Now, did you write the song "Free"?
I did. I did the music and the vocal, and I wrote the lyrics. And then I had David Clay play the flute solo for me.
Okay. Okay. And so now, what was it like when you're getting ready to write a song? Is it a special place, or where you go to write, or where does the words come from?
I come in this room, which I call Music Land.
Okay.
I dim up all the lights and add some ambience.
Mhm.
I listen to the track, and normally I get the hook first.
Okay.
That's the main important part of the song is the hook.
Mhm. All right.
Once I've got the hook, and I sing in the lyrics live so I
Mhm.
don't forget them. And then
Mhm.
once I listen to it, I get an idea of what the song is going to be about.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then off I go.
And now, do your inspiration, does it come from personal experience or from a friend, or where does that come from? Your
Just
words.
life in general. I
Mm-hmm.
think to be a good songwriter, you had to be in love. You had
Mm-hmm.
to have some pain,
Mm-hmm.
some struggle.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm a born romantic, so
Oh
love
yeah.
songs are, I find them very easy to write.
Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and play free. I'm gonna play this right here, and hopefully you all can hear it. Usually, like I say, guys, I'm usually in the studio, but I am streaming from home. And so, one more month, guys. I'm gonna be virtual for one more month, and then I'll be back in the studio. So hopefully, you guys will be able to um, hear Yvonne J's music. This is called Free. I do what I want, when I want, how I want it. Never let life bring me down. Wear a smile whenever you are near me. Always love when you're around. Understand and never hope to change me. I'm like the waves in the stormy sea, like the ocean flow. Don't try to rearrange me. If I'm not what you want me to be, I'm free. Free just like the wind. Free just like the wind. I gotta be free. Free just like the wind. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Hope you guys can hear that clearly. I love it. Oh, I like that song. I really do.
Thank you.
I really do. Now, do you write songs for other artists?
No, I haven't. No, I would
No.
like to.
Yeah. Who would you
Mhm.
like to write for?
Oh, someone on the lines of a like a Luther Vandross,
Mm,
something
yeah.
lovey,
Mm-hmm.
sexy, sensual.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. How would you describe your music?
Well, we call it smooth jazz.
Okay.
Um, and normally all my songs are love songs. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I do ballads. I have
Okay.
a few up tempos. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, my new single is an up tempo smooth jazz.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that was produced by J.C. Smith.
Hi, JC, and JC is on the line with us.
Oh,
Hello.
yes. Hello. He's a talented guy.
Yes, he is. He sent
Mhm.
me definitely some of his music too. Definitely got to get JC Smith onto the artist showcase very very soon. Very very soon for sure. Welcome, JC. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you all for tuning in to the Artist Showcase. You're here with WJZZ Cool TV, and we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure that you click the like and share button and tell all your friends, right, to come on to the WJZZ Cool TV. Because why? Because we are the coolest station in the world. Yes, yes, yes. Um, is there, I know we talked a little bit about the songwriting and who you would like to maybe write a song for, but is there any artists out there that you would love to collaborate with?
Yeah, there's a few indies I would love to do a duet with. That would be Joe Levy and who else? Let me see. Um, hmm, there's quite a few I'd like to sing with.
Yeah. So now, why Joe leaving?
His the feel he has, he's real charismatic. He has an amazing voice
Okay.
and he has showmanship.
Oh, okay.
I've seen videos of him perform live and he has great showmanship. And
Yeah.
that's what you need for a stage performance. You
For
can't just
sure.
be
For
a good
sure.
singer or a good musician. You
For
have to
sure.
be able to entertain a live audience.
Mm, yeah, that's for sure. When you're on stage, what is that feeling like? It's got to be like it's got to be an amazing feeling
It
to
is.
perform in
It
front of a lot
is. It's a great feeling seeing everyone smile
of.
and everyone's watching you and you're center stage. I also sing with an orchestra, a big
Oh
band.
wow!
There's about 20, anywhere from 18 to 25 of us. And the performance time is just amazing. I even enjoy our rehearsals. I actually share and post all our rehearsals with them. And then the live shows, sometimes I can't videotape them. It could be corporate gigs and
Oh,
you can't videotape those. So I always, I'm always talking to people on Facebook.
oh
And
yeah.
I have thousands of followers over 3 or 4 different platforms. And
Mhm.
so I share my heart with them. They get to hear me make mistakes. I don't care. It's rehearsal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love to share with them and they seem to enjoy it. So I'm
Oh
going to keep
yeah.
doing it.
hmm That's got to be really different, to be on stage with a full orchestra like that. How many people you said that were in the orchestra?
18 to 25.
Wow. Wow. That's got
Yeah,
to be way different from just singing. Now, so if you're not with the orchestra, it's just you and then your band.
I don't perform in clubs anymore.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
stopped that a couple of years ago. So if I'm not with the big band, I'm here in the studio. And as you can see behind me, I have my full PA set up. So anytime I feel like singing out loud, I just switch everything on and off I go.
Oh, nice.
I got tired of the club scene.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
it's got to be definitely different from the stage. Definitely different from that. Um, so especially with the club too. I always thought about, when artists are up there at the club and they're on stage, you got a lot of people talking.
Mhm.
It's like they're not listening or they're not tuning in, not all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was rude when they
And
do that.
sometimes it's principle too on my end. Um, I think the musicians are being very badly mistreated by clubs. The pay is not good. The pay has been the
Oh,
same for 20, 30 years. The clubs expect, like an artist like me, the club would expect me to sell tickets,
wow.
and bring in my own crowd, um, do our own promotion. I mean, indies, we're doing everything. We're
Oh,
writing the songs, we're recording them, we're making videos. I
mm-hmm.
do everything by myself. And the
So it's
clubs,
a,
I think
yeah. So
it's
it's,
terrible what they're doing, to the musicians.
and yeah, and I was gonna get into that later in the segment, but since we're here, since you touched on it, because yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I kind of knew what was going on, in the clubs, but I didn't know that you all were responsible for selling tickets.
Yeah, most clubs want you to sell tickets.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
something.
and sometimes they'll even say, "We'll give you a cut of the door," which that could work in certain circumstances. But I didn't come up like that. I had a manager that handled everything for us. We were
Right.
booked into the club. They did the promo for their own club, and we
Oh,
just appeared. We tell friends to come and see, but it wasn't on us. But now they make it so difficult for live music, in my
wow.
opinion.
Yeah, yeah. And then, so now when you were at the clubs, were people allowed to video? Well, we got so much social media stuff and all this type of videotaping and stuff now.
Yeah, yeah, you can't
Were you
stop the
able?
telephones now. Phone
Yeah,
cameras
yeah,
everywhere. I've actually tried to videotape some shows, and all I can see are people standing up with their cameras, taking videos. So it doesn't bother me. There are bad videos everywhere.
yeah. I've worked with an artist, so I interviewed an artist that told me she said, no, they can't. She didn't want people to videotape them at all and put it
Yeah.
on social media.
Some artists are very strict with that. Like, when I lived in Spain, I worked for the USO.
Okay.
I was the coordinator for the whole Mediterranean region, and
Okay.
I brought over Shaggy for an example.
Okay.
Shaggy wouldn't even do a sound check with anyone in the room because he
Really?
has so many tricks, vocal tricks, with his sound system that he wouldn't let anybody into. So it was a closed um, sound check. And
Wow.
then after he was done, then he wasn't seen again until showtime. So
Really?
some of them are like that,
Yeah.
they don't
Mhm.
need people to see what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah. No, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
Guess that makes sense.
yeah,
Wow. You talked a little bit about what's as far as what's going on in the clubs and how you all get paid and how they get paid. Um, what are some of the things that you've encountered just being on this journey as far as, well, let me go back. Let's do this. What are the pros and cons of getting into this business?
well, it's a tough business. You have to give it your all, and it's a 24/7. um I mean, it's from when I started, we used to
Hmm.
have to perform 3 45-minute sets, and we had
Oh,
to travel, set
hmm.
up the equipment, do all the sound checks. And if you don't have a good manager, you can hang it up because you have to wear too many hats.
Yeah, if you do it
I
on
was
your own.
fortunate. Yeah, I was fortunate enough, but I had a management company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Was it tough to find someone that can manage you? Because there's so many scam artists out here. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say all of them, but you know what I'm saying. Was it hard to find that right manager? for
Yeah,
you?
well, I never had a problem because the band that I joined already had management, and I
Mm,
was resident in this guy's club for years. And so
mhm,
he's the one that got me all the TV shows, and
mhm.
we traveled all over the UK.
Okay,
A lot of times we went to the American bases that
okay,
were, the American people were, the soldiers were stationed. So that
okay.
was great, but everything was always organized. But yeah, I, I when I first came to America, I Googled entertainment management. And
Mhm.
like you say, all I got was just a bunch of scam, pay us this, pay us that. No,
Right,
you get paid when I get paid. You get
right.
20%.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you have
Now
to
is
be
that?
very careful in this business, especially for the younger ones coming up.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
you can get abused in the studios. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you can spend hours, and if you're a lead vocalist, you end up doing background for someone else, and you don't get paid for it. You don't get points for it. If you write a hook off the cuff in a studio,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to get the credit for it. So you have to protect your music. Everything I write, I send to
Mm-hmm.
ASCAP or BMI, and I
Okay.
register all my lyrics.
Awesome. Yeah. And
Yeah.
a lot of the newer people that are artists that are coming out, they're just putting their stuff on social media, probably don't even know that.
Yeah, you have to be very careful and protect your brand,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
It's always it's always someone always sampling someone else's stuff too.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Without permission.
Yeah,
Well,
because I've been in studios where everybody's just kind of free flowing, and I come up with a hook and I sing it and they go with it. And
mm-hmm.
then you hear it released and you're like, whoa, not
Yeah.
even a mention that I was in the room at the time, you know?
Wow. And that went on a lot, back in the 80s and 70s and things, or even further than that. That's been going on for like years, you
Yeah,
know. And now we got this new generation, this new thing, this social media stuff that people are just putting out their music, on social media. And
yeah.
like we said, the newer, artists may not realize that. So um, it really is good to do your background, your search as far as the business side of it.
Yeah, and make sure you research if you get a chance to collaborate with someone. Make sure you check them out and make sure that they're on the up and up. I'm
Mhm.
going to put this out to the universe. I've been talking with Michael Garvin,
Okay.
um, an amazing musician and writer. He actually had a number one with George Benson and J
Ah,
Lo, and he's coming to visit me this month at the end of the month, hopefully. I would
ah.
love to do some collaboration with him. So it's out in the universe.
Oh, it's out there, y'all. You know, when I
It's
do
out
this and I
there.
put stuff
Uh,
out there, yes.
You have to speak it into fruition. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we hope he's listening, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's amazing. That's awesome. Glad you gave us a little bit of advice on that because, like I said, a lot of the people that are trying to get into this business just don't know, and that's why I like to ask that question to every artist and producers and musicians and things like that, because I get different answers, number one. And then, number two, each artist, their journey is different, and I like for people who wants to become, a musician or a soloist or what have you, to get that knowledge from someone who's been seasoned in the business for a long
Yeah.
time.
It
And
takes
that
a
no,
few
no,
years to
yeah,
hone your craft. And I've
yeah,
been fortunate. I've had an amazing musical journey, and
mhm,
long may it last.
yeah, yeah. And that's the thing too, I guess too, that you have to, if you're really serious about it too, is just to keep at it and don't give up, because it doesn't happen overnight.
That's true. It takes a long time. And sometimes you can just, by chance run into the right people and learn which ones to steer away from, you know.
Yeah.
You know in
Hmm.
your gut when you're working with the right people. When you
Right.
get connected to somebody, you know it in your gut that it's okay.
That is the right person.
Yeah.
Like JC Smith over there, that's still tuning in. Yeah. Matter of fact, I am going to play "Stay with Me," one of your singles too, and it is featuring JC Smith.
Yes,
Uh,
he played all the music,
ah, very
everything.
talented.
Yeah, I
So,
was down in his studio. I think he calls it the science lab. He has drums set up, guitars all over the walls, everything.
wow.
He's keyboards. He's very, very intuitive when it comes to his music.
Definitely. I definitely have to agree. So I'm going to get ready to play Stay With Me, and this is featuring JC Smith as we're loading up here. I need you in my arms. Stay with me. Feel the magic of your stay until the morning light comes shining through. Drive me crazy. I'm burning with desire. You are the one that sets my heart on fire. Can't explain feelings that I keep inside of me. Yeah. Stay with me, living on forever. Stay with me. I hope this lasts forever. Stay with me. You are the one that I like that. I like that. Love it.
Thank
Love
you.
it. Yeah. All right. What inspired you to do that song, you and JC?
I actually did that song about 10 years ago, but I'm not a
Oh.
musician,
Mm-hmm.
so it didn't have a bridge.
Okay.
It didn't have any type of modulation into something else, so I let JC hear it. He said, "Give me a few days with it." Within
Mm-hmm.
a few days, I had a bridge, I had everything I wanted. It was amazing to hear it come back like it was just my idea up until
Right.
then. And then
Mm-hmm.
I had to relearn it because he changed it a little bit. Um, and I went down to his studio a few weeks ago and he played it for me. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I love it. And
Wow.
that was it. Yeah, that's my latest single.
Okay. All right. I love it. Love it, JC. I love it. I love it. Um, we talked a little bit about just touched on your journey a little bit, and we talked about the cons of the business. What are some of the pros in the business?
Meeting so many people, seeing them smile,
Mm-hmm.
entertaining people is just, I mean, you just, you never get that feeling for me
Yeah.
stepping on a stage and everybody's there waiting for me to entertain them. It's an
Mm-hmm.
amazing, amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're on stage, before you get on stage, or I could say maybe the day of or the day before, how do you put your songs together? Like, how do you know which song you're gonna come on stage with, or what all the songs that you're gonna play when you're gonna be performing?
Well, in the orchestra, we have a musical director. So he puts the sets together.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about that. But before, you
Mm-hmm.
have to kind of build them up, maybe slow it down in the middle, and
Mm-hmm.
then you want to build them back up to a grand finale at the end, where they're all up dancing. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
it's such an amazing feeling. I don't know what to say. I'm
yeah.
so proud that, I've been doing it since I was 16. So
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
never gets old. I get
Yeah.
nervous before I go to a gig when I'm at home. My
Really?
makeup. Oh, yeah. If I wasn't nervous, I'd be worried. Yeah,
You
I
would
get
think, but
nervous.
you would
Sometimes
think
I throw
you
up.
would think because you've done it for so long that you wouldn't get nervous.
No, I always get nervous. Always. Sometimes I throw up before I leave the house.
Really? Oh, anxiety.
Yeah, yeah. Because you want to do your best. People are
Yeah.
expecting a good show. And,
Yeah.
sometimes things go wrong, technical issues or whatever. But we
Mhm.
have a sound man, so I don't have much problems there.
Okay.
But yeah, stepping out on a stage is, you give a
But
big
once
exhale.
but
You have
once you get out there though, you're good though.
Yeah, once I'm there, yeah. It's like
Once
I
you
tell people, if I'm in a room full of people, I'm going to be the wallflower. I'm going to sit like this. Hand
Mhm.
me a microphone, girl. I'm here. Just
You're
something,
just letting
something
it go,
comes up.
huh?
Yeah, something comes out.
What's so JC, so I'm gonna read a few comments. Hi, Lauren Smith said it was beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, yes, it was. Thank you, Lauren, for
Thank
tuning
you,
into the
Lauren.
Artist Showcase. Yes. JC said it was always a pleasure to work with the legendary Yvonne J. She makes it
Oh,
easy.
he's
Oh,
sweet. He's sweet.
thank you for those comments. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Um, I had a question and I just lost my train of thought. Oh, here it is. What separates you from other artists?
Hmm. I don't think anything separates us. We're all in this for the same reason, to entertain people, to enjoy ourselves. As far as social media goes,
Mhm.
always interact with your
Oh,
fans, followers. Always.
yeah.
There
Mhm.
is not one time someone will comment on my pages on any platform that I don't answer them. I keep
Yeah.
them engaged. I
Mhm.
change pictures, music, videos. You have to keep them engaged. Never forget that those are the people that are listening to you and hopefully going to buy.
That's right. That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You got some artists out here that's just, oh, I don't know. I don't want to say stuck up, but you know,
Yeah. I
yeah.
interact with, I think across all platforms, I must have about 50, 60,000 followers.
Oh,
And I
awesome.
interact with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. I
Mm-hmm.
know where they're from, what they do, whatever they've told me, I answer them and engage them. It's not always just about me. I
Yeah.
know what's going on with them too. So I'm able to exchange with them on a daily basis if I want to.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
make it personal. It's a
Yeah, they're
personal
very
connection.
important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
Otherwise, I'd be
That's
sitting there
awesome.
listening to myself.
Yeah. Ah, I like that. I like that. You make it, it's almost like you're like you've been their friend for like years. Make
I
it
am
personal.
their friend. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And my
That's
website, my official website, which is www.yvonnej.com,
mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to turn over and hit 1 million views.
All right, so that means
Really? Yeah, I've
you
got like,
guys gotta go on the site.
yeah, I've got like 4,000 views to go. So
Ah,
sometime this year, hopefully
mhm,
summer, I'll
Mm-hmm.
hit the 1 million, So so far, everyone's been rooting for me. It was only like maybe about 8 months ago I hit the 500,000, and
Oh,
Facebook was
cool.
going crazy, with all the whale wishes. So I hope
Yeah.
they're still going over there. I change my site all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Once a month, I change it up, change the music, and hope that they'll go back and visit. And I
Oh,
have
yeah. To
yeah, I
keep
have
it
lots of
fresh too.
information there. Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
tab that's it's called Gig Nightmares, and over the
Okay.
years I've had quite a few big nightmares, and I blogged about it, and people go and
Really?
read them.
Oh. So can you tell us one of your nightmares?
Sure. One time we were flown onto an oil rig off the north of Scotland in the Atlantic, not the Atlantic, the whatever the sea is up there, and it's all men. So there's like a couple of thousand men, no women. So I couldn't stay the night there. So they took me on a boat after the gig, and they took me to this little island with a house on it. And
Mm-hmm.
the guy said, just go in and make yourself comfortable, and we'll come and get you in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
I walk into the house thinking there's going to be people there. I was the only person on the island. And I
Oh,
was terrified. I screamed and cried. And this phone number they gave me, I was calling it and no one would answer. So I just sat there on a chair the whole night crying. And in the
mm-hmm.
morning, they came and got me. And when I got back, I told the guys, there is no way I'm going back there tonight. So at the end of the next gig, I dressed up in one of the guys' coats and put a
Mm-hmm.
big hat on, and I snuck onto the ship that they were sleeping on, and I
Mm-hmm.
went and stayed with them.
Could you imagine just staying on an island by yourself? Is
No, it
no,
was
oh my God.
terrible.
No
I
signal,
was,
no cell phone signal, or yeah,
yeah.
that's yeah.
Well, we didn't even have cell phones back then, so it was
Right,
just me in an empty house, and I was like, no, I'm not going back there. So for the next 3 nights, I stayed with all the guys in band on an old ship that was docked in the harbor.
oh wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is a night that is a nightmare.
It
That's for
was.
sure. That's for sure. Um, I know it's gonna, we got about 20 minutes or so. 15 minutes or so. So we got some time. We got some time. Um, do you remember the very first performance you've ever done?
I do. When I jumped up and sang with the band that I eventually joined, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't nervous. I was so excited to be up there, and I knew I could sing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it was amazing, and to hear the people all see them dancing, and then when I finished, they all clapped, and the band said, "Do another one." Which other one do you know? It was
Yeah.
amazing. I think I stayed awake for a couple of days after that, thinking, "Oh my goodness, I'm going to be a singer."
Gonna be a star. I was kind of scanning through your bio today, and you shared the stage that I see here with Billy Ocean.
Yeah, we opened for Billy Ocean in the Channel Islands. It's an island off the coast of France.
Okay.
We supported him there. We were there for a couple of weeks. That
Okay.
was good. He didn't pay us any mind. His band were amazing. We
Yeah.
played football outside with them and went and got ice cream. But Billy stayed in his hotel. He was kind of a up and coming superstar at that time.
Oh,
So
okay.
he didn't pay us much attention. With big mistake.
Oh, I was like, why would you say it's a big mistake?
Because I think he could have been bigger than he actually was. He
Oh,
was big,
yeah.
but I think he could have been bigger. I mean, I don't know. It kind
Yeah.
of gives me a different taste in my mouth when someone's not friendly or they think they're better than the
Oh, yeah,
next
yeah, yeah.
one.
I see where
You
you're
know,
getting. Yeah,
this, yeah, this business is giving smiles and pleasure to people. You know,
yeah,
you shouldn't be keeping them at bay, you know.
yeah,
Enjoy your journey and let people enjoy you
yeah.
having your journey.
Hmm. I always say too is never forget where you come from
That's
because you
right,
can
because
easily go
the
right back
people
to where
you
you
meet,
were.
the people you meet going up the ladder, you're sure
Yeah,
going to meet them on the way down too.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You are watching the Artist Showcase. I am your host, Tanya Michelle, and we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure that you click the like, share, and make sure that you comment. Tell all your friends to come on to WJZZ. You know why? Because we are the coolest station in the world. Yes, yes, yes. And Billy Ocean worked with Eddie Kendricks, the legendary Eddie Kendricks. Um, Royce Royce. Wow, that's a throwback. Yeah, you were with some amazing people. Some amazing people. Um, I see you had a story on here on how you met your husband. Is that your Tony Jenkins?
yeah.
Did I say that
We
right?
were playing at the American base,
Yeah.
and we had sent up flyers. And he had just gotten to Scotland, and he
Okay.
was only 19, just turned 19.
Mm-hmm.
And I met him that night in the club.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've been married over 40 years,
wow.
44 to be exact.
Wow. And
And
you know,
he's always supported me 100%.
awesome.
He
Awesome.
lets me do anything I have to do and supports
Yeah.
it.
That's amazing. First of all, it's amazing. Over 40 years of marriage, you rarely hear that now, especially in these days. And let alone a husband that supports what you do. I think that is absolutely amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, he's always been there to help me with everything.
Mhm. Mhm. And and it could be hard for some people too, especially in this business because you have spouses who say that they support and they don't, and it can have a little tension or whatever in a relationship. So, yeah, it is very important to have that partner or significant other that understands what you do,
Yeah.
because like you say, it is a lot of travel, a lot of time in the studio, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always been there to support, always.
I glasses back on at 53, but it seems like my eyes are getting getting blurry.
Yeah,
I can't.
I'm knocking on the door of 70.
You don't even look your age at
Yeah,
all.
I'm 69 this year.
You don't look your age at all. At all. I am going to play Everywhere I Go. I like that one too. But before I do that, I want to say my condolences to Dwayne. Let me make sure I say his. I want to say Wiggins, and I want to make sure that I have that name correct before. Uh, Let me go online real quick. You guys know who I'm talking about. We just I, I, all week we've had shockers. We've had a shock of people, our artists that are leaving us like way too soon. We've had Angie Stone, um, who was one, the legendary Roy Ayers. I never got a chance to interview him. I was supposed to. get in contact with them back in July, and he had fell ill. So that was a major loss. And we lost someone, the one of the members from Tony Tone.
Yeah,
Uh,
just saw that.
Dwayne
Yeah,
Evans. Yeah, yeah. Just this morning, after his battle with cancer. So my condolences and prayers go out to the families of those artists. I know I haven't named all of them because it's like one every single day, and it's crazy. But
yeah.
I want to, on behalf of WJZZ and myself, we want
And
to,
those artists have given us the soundtracks of our lives,
yeah, for
and they
sure.
all had
Sure.
amazing musical journeys.
Yes, for sure. On behalf of WJZZ and myself, the Artist Showcase, we send our condolences out and prayers to those families. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Um, we're getting ready to go ahead and play Everywhere I Go. This is Yvonne J, my guest tonight. And I like this one too. I like this one. This is pretty
I'm
good.
glad you like them all.
Yeah. Yes, you've been on my mind. I see you everywhere I go. Living to you a million times. You got the sweetest smile I know. And it's true, but when I think of you and all the things that we've been through, I just gotta say, and you know it's true. I think I'm still in love with you. I see you everywhere, everywhere, everywhere I go. I see you everywhere, everywhere, everywhere I go. Love it, love it, love it. I love that. What inspired you to do that song?
Just the music. I was putting the loops together, and actually, the in the intro where I'm doing the little scat, I
Hmm.
had actually posted a little bit of that song to Facebook on a video saying, "Here's a new song I'm working on. I don't have all the lyrics yet, but I did the ba da ba ba da ba." And this people started to say, "Leave it like that. Leave it in."
Ah,
So I left it in the intro and I put it in at the end. But that was because people suggested, don't
oh,
put a lyric there. Put the ba-da-bop.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So
And that
now,
was actually Chan Hall playing piano for me. He's a
oh,
wonderful
okay.
musician from West Virginia. And David Clay did the sax solo, and David's from Fort Worth in Texas.
Oh, cool. Cool. Shout out to them. 2 minutes left. Oh my God, the time has really gone by so fast. And you were such an amazing guest. You've got to come back on to the Artist Showcase.
I'd
Um,
love to.
yes. Now, where can they find you on social media?
They can find me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm on TikTok. And my main website is www.yvonnej.com. Help me get to the million.
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely, definitely. And then any upcoming shows coming up this year?
I have 4 coming up in the next 2 months with the Maxwell Hall Jazz. We have 4. So I'll be posting videos if I can get them from those gigs.
Awesome,
And then
awesome.
the Jazz Festival will be, I think it's in July or August up in Denton, the Jazz Festival. I'll be up there as well with them.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So be sure to go on to her site and make sure you keep up with where she's going to be. Definitely buy her CDs. Definitely support. Help her get to that million, right?
Yes, so 1 million.
1 million. She needs four more thousand people?
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 thousand to go.
Yeah. So let's help her get that million. Thank you so much, Yvonne J, for coming on to the Artist Showcase. And like I said, again, you are welcome to come back on anytime. You were amazing.
Thank you for inviting me. I really enjoyed it.
And I thank you all for tuning in to WJZZ Cool TV, the Artist Showcase with me, Tanya Michelle. And I will see you all next week.